TNT AEW Battle of the Belts live on Saturday night. Collision's running into it. We're watching it live. This is a special watch along. So please leave your comments all stream long as we watch this and see if any belts actually change hands on something that could go the way of Rampage pretty soon. So my name is Zach. This is the West Coast Podcast. If you're not familiar with us, we do wrestling, movies, comics, video games, television, and everything pop culture. So if you got anything going on this weekend that relates to anything in those categories, feel free to chime in and let us know what you got, especially if you're going to go see Smile 2 and anything else Halloweenish and ghoulish. Blackpool Combat Club is running everything right now in AEW on Collision as this bleeds into Battle of the Belts. Did you enjoy Collision so far? It's making Collision seem a little bit more like a big show right now, so I'll give them credit for that. They're going to have Dark Order versus Blackpool Combat Club right now. Only 2 matches advertised. There are going to be 4 matches total for this. Obviously, we're going to have the 2 that were advertised, the women's matchup and the men's. This is one that was not advertised, basically because of how it's starting. Moxley kind of running roughshod with the Blackpool Combat Club. Another Trios Championship matchup right now. So if you want to check that. I mean, this is old school WWE booking where you have multiple people going multiple matches a night. So I guess it's a way to kind of fill the evening up. More Dark Order stuff. If there's only 4 matches, and if this is going to be one of them that just kind of starts up, we're going to have a lot of backstage segments. So we'll see who gets some actual air time. An impromptu matchup, as Tony Schiavone's calling it. All right. Anything else going on out there? Did you see Smile 2 yet? It is Saturday night, and a lot of you have gone to the movies. All right. Nigel back on commentary. It's going to be weird to see him if he does transition back into wrestling or not. I don't think we've got a definitive answer on that yet. I'd like to see him wrestle at least a few more matches. Maybe we'll have a part-time schedule, some big events here. I mean, he'd be a nice addition to the Blackpool Combat Club. He'd be kind of a cross between Bryan and William Regal. Yeah, Anna Jay versus Mariah May. John Silver taking the big chops to Claudio. Again, Claudio made the comments about how not everyone can be a main eventer, and that's fine. Not everyone. Again, this is kind of the reason why I thought he left WWE, but I don't know. Everyone has their reasons for whatever. But he is in a more of a spotlight now. This group, if you watch this on Wednesday, Knock and I talked about how this was going to be kind of like an NWO-esque kind of feel to it. I know everyone else is kind of talking about that too, but if they're taking over and if everyone in AEW is the enemy, that's like the exact verbiage NWO used in WCW. Maybe their next video game will be BCC versus AEW. Saturday night. Hope you're doing all right. We're going to talk about some news that we got in the movies and TV world coming up as well. And anything else you want to talk about, hit me up. Open discussion, all stream long for the next hour. Your topics, Tony Khan's television show. Did you like the Wheeler Yuta turn? I didn't, but Knock did. Dark Order actually getting like a decent spot on a card now, so I guess this is, but they're the first step, I would say, for Blackpool Combat Club, and then you'll start to get to bigger people. So, I mean, that's what you do though. When you got a faction and someone's taking over, you start small, And then it's bigger matches and more matches that you want to see as the weeks go on. So I swear to God, if Shane McMahon is part of this group, I'm gonna flip. There's no reason for Shane McMahon to join this group. Especially if the whole purpose, which John Moxley said tonight on Collision, was to eradicate what AEW has become. And yet he said it. Bring it back to what AEW is supposed to stand for. Shane McMahon does not stand for that. Also, Shane McMahon would just be a huge WWE symbol in the middle of the ring for people trying to bring it back to AEW roots. Claudio with the big move. Oh, thought we're going for a swing. Sharpshooter. He has a nice sharpshooter. Natalia's got a fantastic one. Wheeler Yuta with the chair. Why would he come in with a chair for episode? Okay, distracting. Pac. Another thing, I don't understand why Pac is part of this group, but that's it. That's the match already. 7 minutes in with a bleed over from Collision. Trio champion. I don't know if this move would actually hurt or if it'd actually be a really nice stretch. What do you think of this group? Now they're going through the Dark Order. They started it on Dynamite. Nice bleed into Collision, going into Battle of the Belts. I think this group, if built right, it could be okay. If they stay away from NWO verbiage like they kind of used tonight. Evil Uno, not gonna saw Evil Uno live. Good stuff, man. A lot of these guys know how to work a crowd, especially in the indies. It's AEW's production sometimes that just makes everything seem a little bit smaller than it is. The Problem, Marina Shafir. All right, and now we get more WCW originals. This is the NWO storyline. But here's the thing. The Bloodline has done the NWO storyline, but did it better. I believe this Blackpool Combat Club storyline can be an NWO storyline, but better. Some of these shots are nice NWO shots too, just kind of seem a little bit more realistic. I'm so kind of done with Orange Cassidy, but I guess they're going to make him kind of a big deal in this. I thought Darby Allin would be their Sting, possibly, and he could possibly be the one to take a belt off Moxley if this builds up properly. Private Party in there again, getting a decent push. All right. Okada against Kyle O'Reilly is next. And then after that, it's the women's championship match. That's going to be the main event, which I'm assuming. There's one other match here that involves, I know Brian Cage is involved in it too. So if you know off your head spoilers, go ahead. Shout them out. Let me know what you liked about Collision. I didn't get to see the whole show, but yeah, just a nice, fun little stream here. Battle of the Belts number 12. Number 12, and only I think one title change, possibly two, happened on one of these shows. On 12 shows, that's it, and not enough belts. They have so many belts in AEW. Why are more belts not defended on this Battle of the Belts tonight? We got this match and Kazuchika Okada versus Kyle O'Reilly. This I'm excited for. I'm a big fan of both these. Not a big fan of Okada on television right now with the bitch stuff. It's very like WWE booking, but he's still Okada. Kyle O'Reilly. I just like the guy. I like the guy. I could have a couple beers with the dude. Smile 2 is out this weekend. Now that they're on commercial break, we're probably going to see a commercial or two for this during Battle of the Belts. Did you see Smile 2? If you did, chime in. Let us know what you thought of it. I rewatched Smile the other night. It was on Paramount. Yes, I watched it on TV, and they did leave a lot of stuff in. So I gotta say, I didn't like it as much the second time as I liked it the first time. Another reason why I didn't like it as much is when I watched it on TV. Yes, old man Zach has cable, but it's free for his old man Zach, so I still have cable. The special effects in here get shown when they're in a different medium. So what I mean by that is, like, if you watch TNT, they're probably gonna have a superhero show on after this. A lot of the special effects in those, you can kind of see how fake they are when they're put onto television or a different medium other than the theater. And then I don't know what the transfer is for, a Blu-ray, 4K streaming, and so forth. But in Smile, the first one, it's the scene where she's in the hospital and she takes care of the dude with a knife. If you look at that scene, if you can watch it on TV, and if you have it on streaming, check it out and get back to me. Leave a comment. I will comment no matter what time of night or day you comment. I'll comment back. I have no life. It's Saturday night and I'm watching Battle of the Belts. Hey, I don't care. I love wrestling. But anyways, I love horror movies too. The thing is, her arm, the knife, and the holes are all CGI. If you watch her, she's still, so the CGI arm can move, and he's still, so they can add all the stuff. You can see these things when you watch it on different mediums. So that's my little nitpick on Smile Part 1 was they just you can kind of see through. You can see Oz behind the curtain. But I'm interested in Smile too. What I've heard are good things about it. It's getting in like the 80s of ratings wise, so B pluses. It has potential to be a decent series if they end it with 3 or 4. But again, this is a made up as it goes along series. But you know what? It's fun. I grew up on a guy in a hockey mask in the woods. So, all right. This is going to be a fun match. So chime in, let us know what you like, what you don't like about it, and tell us some things you like and don't like about where the characters are going. Kazuchika Okada, part of the Elite, going through the same storyline as the BCC, but now they're shown as cowards, as we saw on Dynamite. You can't do this big heel stuff with the Elite and then have your big feud when Kenny Omega's ready to come back, because it seemed like they were starting. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense on the same level that MJF and Adam Cole coming back make no sense. You can say stuff in a promo like Adam Cole did on Wednesday to make it make sense, but nah. These two groups have to feud, and maybe you have an angle where they just kind of suck it up and like, we gotta get Kenny back or something like that, and they apologize. But if Kenny just comes back and helps the Elite, I'll be very disappointed in the booking of this Elite versus BCC feud, which I think we're going to get. But this makes no sense. Tony Khan hasn't been on TV feuding with the Elite in so long, and it doesn't make sense for Tony Khan to not be on television feuding with the BCC. So Kyle O'Reilly, let me check out this theme song here. I hate the conglomeration, man. It's such a faction. I don't hate it, but I love Kyle O'Reilly. They have new shirts. Every AEW wrestler has a new shirt every other day. They should stop doing that, because I want shirts to stick around, like the NWO shirt or the DX shirt or Austin 316. I want to see people in a store and be like, hey, that. If you're a wrestling fan, you know how awkward it is to see someone in like a Costco or a mall looking like, hey. But it is also very fun to walk by someone and just hit the too sweet. Decent theme, man. I like Kyle's theme. Might need to add that to the workout regimen. All right, this is the AEW Continental Championship. Not to be confused with the title that Takeshkin now has, which I forgot the name of. Let me know if you remember the name of it, because I totally forgot. AEW chants going on right now. I forgot what the seating is. I can look it up right now, see how many tickets have been sold to this. AEW hasn't been on fire when they're looking for tickets, so let's check it out. Let's see what the seating is for tonight. SmackDown last night had over 10,000. Saturday night's main event only has about 850 tickets left to sell. All right. Survivor Series has just under 2,000, and then I'll hit about 17,000. AEW Collision, that's next week. That one's almost about 700 tickets left. All right, AEW Battle of the Belts per wrestle tickets on X or Twitter, if you will, Daddy. Available tickets as of, I don't know, hours ago, just over 300 tickets. So let's just say, let's round it up, 2,300 people there. And this was yesterday. This was done up. So all pre-taped. So there are spoilers out there for tonight. This is pre-taped yesterday. If you went to the show, I'd love to hear from you. Last AEW show we went to, Knock went to a Dynamite recently, and then Knock and I went to Full Gear last year. So we'll see how they do a build up to Full Gear this year. Okada, Kaki. Hi, this started about what, 7:15? It is Los Angeles time, so 7:15, 7:16. We'll see how long this match goes. I'd give this at least 15 minutes. We do a lot of grappling with Kyle O'Reilly. We got some more comic book stuff to talk about. New York Comic Con happened. We'll talk about Venom. I don't think it's a spoiler that I'll talk about because it was in the trailer. We will talk about something I'm really not excited for in comics. A debut coming that I'm not excited for. We're going to picture-in-picture right now. If you are watching some movies at home, Deadpool and Wolverine is coming your way, Blu-ray and 4K next week. So next week, you can own this. No word yet on when it's going to be released on Disney Plus. I do believe it'll probably be around Thanksgiving, probably a little bit beforehand, so they can get families watching Deadpool, Wolverine before that. But if you are watching stuff at home, you can get The Wild Robot and you can get Alien Romulus. I have not seen either one of those. Both of them doing well. Both of them available right now to watch. So check it out. I'm probably going to watch Late Night with the Devil tonight. If you have seen that, let me know how you liked it. Again, picture-in-picture. So we're just talking. As the commercials roll on, let me know anything that you got to watch. Maxine, I checked that out last night. I'll give my review next week on the show, as well as Late Night with the Devil after I watch that tonight. But if you got any horror movies, anything spooky to watch that's around at this time of year, I'm all for it. And I got to be honest, I told you about that. I get free cable at home. The movies on free cable are unbelievably trash. It used to be, you get your classics, you get your Halloween, maybe you go Hellraiser, you get a little risque in there, or maybe you get something kind of cool like Puppet Master or Critters or Killer Clowns, right? Now it is nothing but pure trash on cable. You're getting Halloween Resurrection. You're getting like the shitty 3D Final Destination. You're getting these crap movies. You're getting like Jeepers Creepers 3. It's such... I remember when Halloween used to mean something, damn it. But next week, we're going to break down a whole bunch of random horror movies that you can watch and check out. So get your list ready because I want to hear from you. We got more grappling going on. But again, these movies are free. There's a couple other ones that are available right now that have been in theaters for a bit. Wild Robot's still in theaters. It beat Joker second week. So if you saw it, let us know. And Alien Romulus. I'm excited to watch it. It's just too many aliens, man. Too many alien movies. It's not this movie's fault. I blame Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection and Aliens vs. Predator. Battle of the Belts number 12 is probably going to be one of the last ones. I've yet to see Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm not going to buy the Steelbook. I'm not going to buy the 4K, but check out any of these movies if you can, because we are back here. TNT back from Picture in Picture. Tony Schiavone and Nigel, Kyle O'Reilly and Okada. This is going to be a slow-paced match. I've been watching it for about 5-6 minutes. This is a grappling match, and it is very slow. If you want to start building stuff up and building hype, man, this is the stuff that you can kind of really get some clips for and put online and build. But then again, Tony Khan didn't bother to advertise 2 of the 4 matches tonight. I know one of them was impromptu and would have gave away the ending to Collision, so we'll give him credit on that. Hey, it's our guy, Millennial Noob. I hope you're doing great this weekend. Special stream. Glad you stopped by on a Saturday night. How's your weekend going? We talked about Smile 2. We talked about Deadpool and Wolverine coming out. We talked about the Wild Robot, Alien Romulus, and some other stuff streaming. Let us know if you're watching anything this weekend, Noob. Good to hear from you. We're going to talk some more stuff comic-wise coming up. One of them I'm really like. And we're going to talk about how it transitions into what could be the post-credits scene in Captain America 4 and a possible new Marvel movie coming our way. I have my ears to the ground as much as I can here in Hollywood. You can't see because it's dark, but the sun has set here in Hollywood, so thank you for joining. Kyle O'Reilly, man, like this is a chance for them to really get a highlight reel going for him. Big fan of Kyle O'Reilly, and of course everyone loves Okada. How can you not? Back and forth chant, as we discussed, about 2,300 people in the arena tonight. Of course, it's pre-taped from yesterday. The other rumor that I'm very happy about, and I hope is true, is that AEW is going to be shopping their video game distribution or making whatever around to someone else. I think they realized Fight Forever wasn't the hit it was. I'll give them credit as much as I give them shit for keep advertising for it and the new updates. They pushed it. They tried. They did it, and you don't always win. That's what it is. So you got to give them credit, though. Look at how many crappy WWF games there were until the SmackDown games came along. I wasn't a big fan of Attitude. I wasn't a big fan of a lot of these games. But then SmackDown came along. SmackDown Know Your Role. SmackDown, man, those games were fucking great. I love those games so much. WCW had some good ones on the N64. My favorite game of all time is still Royal Rumble on the SNES. I like that, man. He just floats with the knee right into the knee bar. I hope Kyle gets one hell of a match somewhere soon. I'm sure he'll have a tag match at Full Gear with Orange Cassidy. So many rumors going around on what is going to be with SmackDown and Raw with 3 hours coming up. Whatever. Just entertain me. That's all. How was it by you this weekend? It is October 19th, 2024. It was in the mid-80s today here in LA. All right. Again, a lot of grappling going on. Oh, someone yelled, "You can't see me," and got a chuckle from the crowd. Even fans. Ugh, like I should fucking talk. Whatever. Like I should talk. All right, women's eliminator match. They're still not advertising the next match. How do you not have this set to advertise? It is Brian Cage. I think it is Brian Cage and maybe Lance Archer versus someone. But I know Brian Cage is in a match that got taped for this. How do you not advertise your stuff? How do you not just get it out there? If you just advertise 2 matches for this, they should always have someone do an open challenge at one of these things. No one really watches these. I think the last one or one of these following a Collision got decent ratings, but I would expect Battle of the Belts to go onto Max. This might be one of the shows that they put on there as like free content to put on. All right, we're going picture in picture again. Let's talk nerd stuff, baby. All right, here's let me talk about the one I like first of all. The new Invincible suit has been released. Invincible, the next season will be released in February with no mid-season break. Eric, if you're watching, how beautiful is that? No mid-season break. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm excited for it. They have a lot of stuff to cover in the Invincible series, so nice. Not a big long break for Invincible. The breaks in TV shows nowadays are absolutely insane. They're ridiculous. An animated show, not a long break. I love it. Let me know if you've been watching Invincible. Are you a fan? I hope they do not do a live action movie. This is fine in the 2 mediums that it's in. The comics, which Eric has gone through, I still have to start it, and the TV show, which I think Amazon's doing a great job with the casting, everything in there. So the next thing I want to talk about is something that's so disappointing. It is the debut of another legacy character in Marvel, and this one looks cheaper than a dollar store party hat. It is Hulkling. Excuse me. No. I'm sorry. Hulkling already exists. It is Red Hulk. I'm sorry. Red Hulk already exists. It is She-Hulk. No, I'm sorry. She-Hulk already exists. It is Hulkette. What are we doing, Marvel? What are we doing? Spider-Boy, which I don't even think is that great. I've read a couple of the issues. I don't think it's that great of a comic. Now you're introducing someone who doesn't look that great at all, and I don't know who designed the outfit on there. That is not good. That looks like early 2000s, maybe Young Avengers. I don't like it. What is going on? How who handled these legacy characters very, very well? DC. DC has. Marvel has not handled one legacy character really that well at all. I'm not a big fan. And now they're just going to keep doing it. Here's the bad part about it. This all could be building towards World War Hulk in the Marvel universe. So they're introducing this. What they did with Ms. Marvel was they made her a mutant in the show. And then they reversed her as an Inhuman in the comics to be a mutant to match that before the Marvels came out. Now they're introducing Hulkette, a new version of a Hulk. So with the rumor going around that the end credit scene in Captain America 4 is supposed to be a lead into a World War Hulk movie, they could be building up more Hulks now to introduce in the comics, get people more familiar, so they could have more Hulks debut and get all the age ranges for all sorts of different audiences for when a movie debuts. Ugh, it's so maddening. It's so maddening. Also at Comic-Con, they released that Doctor Doom is going to be taking over the Marvel Universe next year. What's coming out in the Marvel Universe that Robert Downey Jr. is being a part of? Avengers Doomsday. So see how they're all tying these things in. I don't trust Marvel with good comic writing right now because I think it's bleeding into the movies and them trying to get some kind of synergy. Let me know your thoughts on it. Maybe I'm overanalyzing it. I don't know. Was Marvel drinking come up with these stupid creative ideas? Noob, thank you. I'm not alone. Millennial Noob is with me. My guy. I don't know what this is. You can really hear Aubrey Edwards at this half-empty arena. But this, yay Invincible, boo Hulkette. Marvel's putting too many Hulks and too many symbiotes. Shit. 15 minutes have gone well. There's 5 minutes remaining in this match. You want to talk about symbiotes? Let's talk about symbiotes. Because there's more symbiotes in the Marvel Universe, and now Venom, The Last Dance, is coming out. I'm not a huge fan of these movies, but they are what they are, and they're very successful. But of course, all these symbiotes are moving around. There's all these rumors about the King in Black being Spider-Man 4's title and Null just being a small piece. The director, I do believe, said this is just like the tip of the iceberg of what Null's going to be. He's not a one and done character. So we saw him in the trailer, and we'll see what Null incorporates into the Sony universe. Hopefully, just that. But it sounded like he's going to bleed into Spider-Man 4, which I'm not a fan of. Also, in the trailer, again, this isn't a spoiler because it's in the trailer. One of those creatures that looks like something that's from the symbiote's home planet comes through what is looking to be a Doctor Strange portal. So we saw this in Deadpool and Wolverine, which I have to watch yet. But in Venom, The Last Dance, we could see symbiote creatures from the symbiote's home world being sent by Null through interdimensional multiverse portals. Are you excited, or is it just too much? Kyle O'Reilly and Okada on the outside now. DDT. We don't even know who plays Null in the movie. Let's look it up right now. IMDb. Internet Movie Databases. I don't know what it stands for. Let's look up and see if it's listed on IMDb yet. I think it's just got to be a voiceover, right? Dr. Payne. We know who's playing Bartender. Mrs. Chen is back. I do like the Mrs. Chen character. Top cast, only 14. So here's the thing. Rias Ifus, I forgot the name, is the guy who played the Lizard in Spider-Man. He is in this movie. Is he going to be Null? The face kind of looks like it. His role, I mean, he's an actor's actor. No Null in here that I see, but yeah, I don't know. Don't know who's playing Null. I'm ready for the multiverse to be done. I'm ready for it to be done. I'm done with multiverse stuff. I'm not even excited for Secret Wars, but I'm not like about it. Well, that's it. Venom, The Last Dance. These things could come throughout the movie, and that's why you see silly things like the Venom Frog and the Venom Fish and the Venom Horse to jump bodies and deal with all these things. I don't know. Let us know if you're going to go see it. Noob, are you going to go see it? 2, 3. That is it. Kyle O'Reilly gets pinned by Okada. Okay match. I thought it'd be a better match. It was pretty slow. But Okada retains the Continental Championship. Not a terrible match. Just very, very slow. Did the time limit draw like story in there, but with a pin, Okada retains on Battle of the Belts. One title being defended on Battle of the Belts, technically the second because of the bleed-in from Collision with the Dark Order. Can we just get to the Mutant Saga already? Hopefully Jade Cargill will be storming the MCU soon. I'd take that. I would definitely take that. There's rumors about Storm appearing before the X-Men even, but I don't do it. Keep Storm and Wolverine away until the X-Men movie is set. Build up for Mariah May right now. Let me ask this. Anyone out there wants to comment on this? Are you comfortable with them handling the Mutant Saga? Knock and I went through every episode on the channel here for X-Men 97. That was handled phenomenally. I don't know if I trust their movie writing teams to do the X-Men properly, because I do believe they'll take more inspiration from the X-Men movies that have already happened than from the comics. I forgot who took it over. We talked about this, but I think it's the guy who's doing recent Magic movie with lame Lex Luthor, Eisenberg. See me now, can you see me now? Whatever. Like the writing credits aren't there for me to believe that they're going to handle the X-Men movies correctly. Which, if they screw up the X-Men, call me your date in high school because I'm pulling out. Every wrestling company now is big into factions. Hologram getting murdered by the Beast Mortos. You get the horns? You get the Hearns. You don't get the horns. You get the Hearns. All right. The fists are in. The faction is set. Jake the Snake not with them. Here's the unadvertised match right now. Brian Cage and broke ass Drew McIntyre coming out right now. What is this music? This is like the stuff you listen to in haunted houses. Anyone go to a haunted house yet for Halloween? Let me know if you have. All right. I don't have a graphic for this, so let's talk some nonsense here as this match gets going here. Lance Archer, like seriously, you know someone really, really big and popular in wrestling wears that same outfit and has their hair like that. Oh, they're fighting jobbers. Jack Cartwheel and John Cruz. Oh, his gimmick is he does cartwheels. Wow. You're an adult. Come on. All right. Again, if you saw Smile 2, let us know what you thought about it. Again, Smile 1 is fine by me, but it is a very forgettable movie. And we talked about the Hulkette, unfortunately. This is the new Marvel banner that was released this weekend in Comic-Con in New York. Here are the big takeaways from it. Let me take away my giant head. Oh, Jack Cartwheel from NWA. Thank you, Noob. You know a lot. I like having you on our shows, Noob. I really do. All right, let's take a look at this. What do you see here? Anything that stands out here? You got Agatha, which I'm going to catch the new episode of Agatha all along right after this. You have the Thunderbolt to the left of her. Then above that, you have, I'm looking in the middle first. I should be starting to the right, but I don't, what am I doing? Right above that, you have the Red Hulk, the Harrison Ford Red Hulk. Then we'll go to the A on the left. You have the new Captain America, Anthony Mackie. Above that, you have what is, it looks very comic book version of Johnny Storm, which is fine. We'll put the comic version in there. And down below that, if you zoom in on it, it is what the movie version of, holy crap, I can't remember the robot's name. But the robot from Fantastic Four, First Steps, that is it Robbie the robot? I can't remember. Is that the Nintendo one? Herbie. I knew. Save my ass every stream. Herbie, you can see right there in the lower end. On the left of that in the M, comic Kingpin, a comic Storm, and a comic Daredevil, but it could be the Daredevil that we're going to see in the new Daredevil TV show. But I don't think we're seeing that suit, so it might just be hyping familiar Marvel heroes up in this. Let's go to the V. We talked about Agatha. Above that, you're going to see the Watcher, and below that, you can see one of the main people from What If. So I do believe she'll be in the season or the series finale of What If. And then when you go to the E, here's where we're going to start making fun of it. Galacta. Apparently, when you're the eater of worlds, you are not the buyer of rubbers. Galactus had a daughter in Galacta. That makes absolutely no sense, but it happened as part of the Marvel game. Below that, all in the E is part of that Marvel game. So I forgot which game that was. I'm sure Noob will help me out there. But and then in the L, we're getting in with some Scarlet Witch and Marvel Rivals. There you go, Noob. You got me. Jack Cartwheel getting his ace kicked. Noob, you got me again. Yeah, we're getting some comic stuff in the L, so we're all right there. But the big one is Marvel Rivals Galactic. Makes absolutely no sense, but sure. But that is the new Marvel logo that they revealed at Comic-Con. What do you think of it? That is it. That is the match with their haunted house theme music going on. Machine, Brian Cage. Lance Archer does not look good, looking like a broke-ass Drew McIntyre. That is a bad look. Someone else looks exactly like that. No one is going up to him and saying, you look like Drew McIntyre. Change it up. This is ridiculous. But this is the new Marvel logo. Let me know what you think. I'm sure it'll change after Thunderbolts and Agatha are done. Played by Summer then, huh? But yes, the big takeaways are Herbie and the Marvel Rivals one in there, bumping that game because that game's been doing gangbuster numbers for him. So, all right, going to Lexi Nair now. If we're watching Undisputed Kingdom, you're still a thing after that promo by Adam Cole. Why is Beast Mortis with them? Oh, god damn it. Beast Mortis is really, really good. I don't like this comics shit. Oh, you called him Frank. You talked about his new name. Oh, they're ruining the illusion. Damn it. Oh, this acting. This whole faction needs to go away. We're just disappointed. Oh, everyone says that. Everyone says that. This is not even funny anymore. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Fucking terrible. Am I the only one to find the theme too haunting? It is, Noob. It is a haunted house theme. But Lance Archer isn't threatening. He's like the guy that runs the haunted house who's like smoking Winston's outside, who just lets anyone in. Hellfire are going to feud with Undisputed Kingdom. Undisputed Kingdom means nothing now. They mean absolutely nothing. So just let LFI run through them and get some good shine. All right, what else we got here in the world of pop culture? Our guy Swerve. Man, I love the boys. Do you love the boys? Eric loves the boys. I love the boys. You should love the boys. It's a great show. The final season is being cast right now, so some other people from the comics are coming in to end the series of the boys. But the universe will carry on. There's going to be another season of Gen V, if not more. There's going to be 2 other spin-offs so far, if not more. So the boys universe isn't going away. The series is winding down, and there's Swerve chilling. Look at Ashley all happy. All right. I'm a big fan of the boys. The boys is the reason the boys and Invincible are the reason why I use the free trials of Amazon. If you have read the boys, what do you think of the boys compared to the TV show? I'd love to know. Eric likes the TV show better than the comic, even because the comic is just super crass for the sake of being crass. I read one comic, it was just a random one when I was hanging out in a comic shop here in LA. It was super crass just for the sake of being super crass. A lot of this stuff was. So it was the one towards the end of the series. But look at that. Everyone's just happy. I love that Swerve is a comic guy. You can check out the advertising on Dynamite. DC and AEW doing their comic thing. Swerve, Darby Allin, Britt Baker, and a few more. And Karate Kid Legends. Pow. There it is. The official poster, the logo. Jackie Chan is back. I'm excited for this. Let me just blow it up a little bit here so you can look at it. There is the new Karate Kid right there. Ben Wang is going to be in there, is going to be kind of taking on the new Ralph Macchio role. Jackie Chan. I just love Jackie Chan, so I'm happy he's going to be a part of this. But that was also revealed this weekend. Yeah, it comes out in May. I'm excited. This is a good one. This is a good family film. I grew up on the first 3 movies, and then Hilary Swank took over, and then Will Smith's kid took over, which I didn't see that one, or the Hilary Swank one, actually. But are you excited for Karate Kid Legends? It's going to merge everything together and get in some Cobra Kai stuff, too. Have to watch Cobra Kai. Have not done that yet. All right, we are on our final match. And then I just got question of the week coming up. Mariah May, the champion, coming out first. Speaking of the boys, Mariah May coming out looking like Starlight. That's cool, especially if your gimmick is kind of like Toni Storm, but more modern. Why wouldn't you look like other Hollywood things? I like it. This kind of cosplay stuff I like. I love Zelina Vega's cosplay. I'm just sick of the Dragon Ball stuff. That's all. Seen too much Dragon Ball, especially on the indies. Everyone thinks they're clever. You want to do clever? Come to the ring as fucking Yamcha. I should go as Krillin for Halloween this year. I'll do that every time someone opens the door. DC is going to be cooking when 2025 comes. DC going to AEW Sonic the Hedgehog crossover. I'm excited. I read so much DC growing up. Right now they don't need to be. They're kind of like anything right now in the comics. Marvel, like we talked about, is just trying to gear everyone up for Marvel movies. Why? Your Marvel television and movies should get people to go back to the comics. It should be vice versa. Especially since your Marvel movies are basically cliff notes to what happened. If I like the story in cliff notes, I'm going to go back and read the whole book. But again, we talked about this. Not got me into it. Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes, just finished that this week. Awesome. If you haven't watched it, it's on Disney Plus. Here we go. AEW Women's World Championship Eliminator match. Just have a match. This is Battle of the Belts, and this belt isn't on the line. Why isn't the TBS Championship on here then? Man, you can just feel how empty this arena is. I'm not saying this to be mean, but it just sucks because if they do smaller arenas like they did for Collision, like early in this or later in the summer, it just makes everything feel a little bit better. I liked where NXT was 2 weeks ago. That was really cool. But that's what you got to do. You got to figure out where your sales are and just run smaller venues. But I know when you do these bigger venues, you get all the accommodations to it. You get the clean bathrooms, you get the popcorn and the vendors and everything else, stuff like that. You got spots for merch. So I get that aspect of it. It's just like on live television, there's too much that you can tell that it just doesn't seem like it's supposed to be. You got over half the place blacked out. So if they could just run smaller arenas, I think AEW would be presented better on television and maybe start drawing in people a little bit better. When Raw first debuted, that was so cool. It was very intimate. It was Raw. It was, around the time of MTV Unplugged. I think maybe AEW should take a step back and go that route. Nigel and Tony, I give him credit. Nigel and Tony have been doing pretty well together on commentary tonight. Maybe Excalibur is the one who throws them off. All right. Again, if you have any recommendations for horror movies, let me know. I watched Maxine last night on Max. And then today, Late Night with the Devil debuted on Hulu, so I'm going to check that out. Mr. Terrell. Guess I saw Reba's series Happy Place episode today, and it was good. Hey, thanks. Thanks for the recommendation. You also said to watch Teacup, right? Was it Teacup? Is that what you're watching? Did you watch Hysteria on Peacock? But Happy's Place. There's a recommendation right there from Hassan Terrell. Hope you're doing well tonight. It was your mom's birthday this weekend. Happy birthday to her, by the way. Mariah May, man, if this really is a Starlight inspired costume, I dig it. I like it. Again, if you're doing the movie role route, this is big. We got to get her a good feud. So we're like, holy crap, she's really defending. And then when Tony Storm comes back, it's going to be huge. Thanks everyone for checking out last night too. Knock and I broke down the PWI Women's 250 list. If you want to check it out, it's on the channel. We page through it. The print is very small. I do apologize for that. You're watching Battle of the Belts. Teacup and Hysteria are also on parent, or is it, no, they're on television channels too. So if you got TV, you can check them out. But again, they are on Peacock. Probably not going to watch Hysteria because it just seems too kind of set up. But Julie Bowen and Bruce Campbell. So Hassan picks Anna Jay. I'm going to say Anna Jay wins too because then this will build an action. This will make tonight mean something. We're going picture in picture. I have one question for everyone. I asked it before, but I need to know. Should I, a casual gamer, get Call of Duty Black Ops 6? Or if I'm such a casual gamer, should my little noob ass stick to something free like Fortnite? Let me know. Give me some advice. I'm excited for Black Ops 6 though, man. It's advertised all over town here in LA. So again, I want to get back into a game. I'm going to start The Last of Us 2 this weekend on disc because I'm not going to download games anymore. I hate to be old man, but like they're getting very stingy with taking games away from people. Can't take my physical media, damn it. I still have like stacks of DVDs and Blu-rays and CDs. Bring out a CD every week. This week, Evanescence first album. Week before that, I went through some Oasis albums. If you got any recommendations of music, let me know. I got to get the Jim Gaines in today. Even hysterical series on Peacock. Is it a comedy? Is Hysteria a comedy? I don't understand why you talk about a metal band in the Satanic Panic era. Hysteria, a song from Def Leppard, who wasn't metal or ever singing about Satanic Panic type stuff. They were pouring sugar on me. All right. Hysteria was, I love Hysteria. I own 3 different versions of that album. Oh, very weird. You could have been a little bit more clever. They could have picked a Slayer song. They could have picked a Judas Priest song or a Twisted Sister song since they're the ones who went to court to battle the banning of these albums. But let me know if I should get into this game here or if I should stick to games like Last of Us 2 or non-multiplayer games since I'm a casual gamer. Or do you want me to play so I can be the one that you sniper and shoot and get your kicks off of? You can butter knife the hell out of me. All right, Battle of the Belts 12. Thanks for joining me on a Saturday night. 6 minutes left before the end of this episode. Another slow moving match. I wonder if they know when they're on picture in picture because if you go to some wrestling events, if you look at the hard cam side, there's a clock. So it says what time it is. So when you go out through the curtain, they'll be like, all right, be done by 7:40 because then we got to go to break or whatever. So but again, tonight we're going to watch Late Night with the Devil. I'm excited. I've been wanting to watch this one. I don't get a chance to get out and go to movies. So the fact that they come to streaming, I get very excited about. And again, if you're streaming movies at home, Deadpool and Wolverine comes to physical media next week. And The Wild Robot and Alien Romulus you can watch at home right now. If you got any recommendations for anyone out there, pop them in the comments. Especially if they're spooky movies, man. I love watching horror movies. All year round, and especially if you saw Smile 2, shoot us a review really quick. We are back from the final commercial break. Battle of the Belts 12. Since it's a horror series, tomorrow morning it's Lakewood Church services online and football game and MLP Wrestling. and 2 Latin awards on Peacock. Damn, you got a full day. MLP Wrestling. I'll have to look into that. That is a good Sunday right there. And thanks for spending your your Saturday night. So used to doing Rampage here on the channel. You can always check us out. We are going to be doing an Eddie Murphy tier list live. Your favorite Eddie Murphy movies. I know we promote this a lot, but we're waiting till we're all good. Working on a little intro for it right now. Anna Jay, fresh off her run overseas in Stardom, coming to someone who came to AEW from Stardom, Mariah May. I think Anna Jay should win this. Again, this night needs to mean something. Battle of Belts needs to mean something. If belts aren't going to change hands, I guess you have one of these stupid ass eliminator matches, but make it mean something. And then you got yourself a match for Dynamite. Yeah, she's beat Trisha Adora for this spot last night on Rampage. Tony Storm, new magazine. If she has another one out, good for her. But yeah, the PWI list, she is out there. She's on there on the cover. Number 1, Daddy. Who do you want to see Tony Storm feud with when she comes back? Should she just go right to Mariah May? I guess. Maybe cost her the title once she gets a good feud going. Tony Storm, I think it was CMLL she debuted on this week and lost her first match there, which is good because a lot of times when AEW people go to all these different companies, they use that as rub and give them the victory. All right. Again, this was taped last night, about 2,300 people in attendance. This is the 3rd hour of wrestling that they're sitting through, and this is like straight through too. So this isn't like Raw, which, oh my God, we got to talk about this Wednesday. Knock and I will talk about this. I got to bring this up. WWE released their schedule for what they're running for the rest of the year. If you look, there's some Mondays missing. What was last Monday's Raw? A taped episode with a shit ton of vignettes and recaps. So that's what we're going to see from now on. A taped Raw every other week. Now I can see why they went back to 2 hours. So they can do this. So then they can film a 3rd hour and drag that out for 2 hours the following week. I see what's going on. We're not stupid. We got it. I don't like it. I don't like it. A lot of people not happy about the 2-hour Raws. Are you happy? I like it because I can get through it because there's a lot of wrestling on during the week. But you can tell a lot of people aren't going to get the time that they had when Raw was 3 hours. Either way, I got to say, glad Mariah May has a match. Whether it's title defense or not, I like to see champions fighting. I don't need them fighting every week. I really don't. They're champions. They shouldn't fight every week. Some people should be fighting to get to them. But you're in a company where your job is to have matches. So I do like this. That was smooth. There we go. Big knee. Is this it? We got 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Oof, that was a close one. Hassan and I both pick Anna Jay to win. Who do you have as this match comes to a close? 1 minute left. Ooh. Oh, that was a solid headbutt, or at least good sounding. Fireman's carry. Nope. Oof. No. All right. All right. Anna Jay won. We got it right, but that was sloppy. That was very, very sloppy. I didn't like that one bit. They just went through a series of smooth moves, and the sloppy one was the one where she got the victory. Okay. That was super. Oh, well. At least she won, and this match means something. So now we'll see a title match. Oh, oh, oh. Next week on Collision. Oh, 2 weeks. 2 weeks in Philadelphia on Collision. Anna Jay versus Mariah May for the championship. November 2nd. All right. A big match for Anna Jay coming up in 2 weeks on Collision. Tonight actually meant something. Titles don't change hands on this show. Titles are barely defended on this show, but this is Battle of the Belts, and this match meant something. So good for them. And that week after that Collision is the elections. And that week, NXT is going to Wednesday night, and it's going to be NXT versus Dynamite again. All right, we have the Lucasfilm logo up right now. Star Wars: The Phantom Menace is starting right now. Hey, my name is Zach. Thank you so much for joining me on a Saturday night for Battle of the Belts 12. I had some fun. Thanks a lot, Hassan and Millennial New, for chiming in, especially New for helping me out with all the things I'm struggling with. Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys checking me out. Again, check us out Wednesday. We should be back with our weekly podcast on Wednesday. And then, of course, Friday night, it is either a Rampage live stream or we're just going to hang out and talk about something like last night you can find on the channel. We went through the entire PWI 250 women's top wrestlers of 2024. If you're not watching this live, leave comments. We comment back. And again, whatever you're doing this weekend and this Halloween, let us know. We'd love to hear from you, especially if you got movie recommendations. Maxine last night, Late Night with the Devil tonight. I'm excited for more Halloween spookiness because I love Halloween. I love this theme song too. I could listen to this all day. I don't like this movie one bit. I'm not a Phantom Menace guy. I know a lot of younger people defend the prequels, but they're crap movies. They're really not good. Oh, what a little theme. All right, that's it. My name is Zach. Thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks for hanging out. This is the West Coast Popcast. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. And be excellent to each other.